Hello everybody, I'm HeroicNerd. Welcome back to my channel. As many of you know, it is the spooky month. It is the month of October, which means Halloween is well on its way. So now is the time, as we do every year, to read a whole bunch of spooky, scary, monster-filled comic books. And as you can see right here, we have the Groping Ghost. I'm sure you guys can understand why I picked this one. I don't... his name is the Groping Ghost, right? Now, I'm not a pervert. There is a sort of scantily clad lady right there, but as you can see, he's not groping the lady, he's groping the gentleman there. But there is a topless gentleman. I had him hidden. Look at him. He's right there. So I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what's going to happen, but all I know is that that ghost has a groping face. He looks like a groper, half bald. Well, I shouldn't talk shit. I'm fucking going bald. I'm getting old, guys. I am older than dirt. Next thing you know, I'm gonna be the ghost. Okay, so the Groping Ghost. Strange are the ways of the unknown, but stranger still is the mind of man. What was the horror that lurked at Wingate Mansion? On what quest did it wail and howl, forever searching? Two twin brothers held its secret, and only they could answer it, for the terror that reached out in hideous coils came from something unearthly. The Groping Ghost is where it came from. Well, if you look, the ghost isn't groping her, it's groping him, and then he's groping her. And if you notice, he's got a little knife in his hand, so something's going down. This guy's bloodless, though, so I don't know. One stormy night, the distinguished members of the Adventurers Club are discussing the supernatural. Of course, all these occult phenomena are merely hallucinations. Haha, or else a product of ignorant, superstitious minds. I'd like to think so, because in real life, the concept of a ghost is terrifying. It's all fake. I keep telling myself it's all fake. And every time I read the spooky comics, it's hard for me to sleep. I don't know why. I'm a baby. Just get off me. Gentlemen, I have been listening to you for some time now. What if I were to tell you a ghost story, a story that actually happened? Would you believe me? Everyone looked at the speaker, for Victor Pearson, the famous metaphysicist, was renowned for his genius. But of course, Victor, if only you prove conclusively that ghosts do exist. Go on, man, we're waiting. Yeah, go ahead, prove it. Look for this banner when you buy a comic magazine. It is your guarantee of wholesome reading. Oh, wholesome? All right, I'm not scared no more. It's wholesome. Apparently, Standard Comics is wholesome. Well, it all began many years ago. I first met Jack and George Wingate at college. They were twin brothers, but as different as day is from night. Jack was steady, reliable, clean-cut, while George was greedy, cunning, and scheming. From the very first, Jack and I became staunch friends, a relationship not even his own twin brother could break. How about going to the lecture tonight, Jack? It's by Professor Norini, the famous hypnotist. Fine, that subject always interests me. Yeah, I love hypnotism, it's great. The idea of somebody else taking control of my nervous system, it's fucking fantastic. Gradually, both of us became immersed in the study of the occult and the supernatural, which George considered a waste of time. We developed an overwhelming amount of knowledge between us. Quick question. Do you guys think this takes place in the 60s or the 50s? Because I have a whole bunch of these books, but they're all just mixed up. Mostly 50s and 60s. Some 40s too, but I sometimes avoid the 40s because, man, they are torn to shit and I can't restore them to save my life. But upon graduating, there had to be a parting of the ways. I was truly sorry to see my best friend leave. Goodbye, Victor. I'm off to Maine. There's a research job waiting for me. Looks like I'll be a scientist yet. Write to me, old man. Oh, dear. After a few letters, I lost touch with Jack. The years went by, and I became well-known as an investigator of occult phenomena. Then, one day I had to pass through the hometown of my old friend. It will be wonderful to see Jack again. Brr, what a lonely, forbidding place this is. Oh well, the sight of him will cheer me up, only it doesn't. Oh, he looks like shit. Excuse me. I hope this is the residence of Jack Wingate. His last letter to me was from this address. My name is Victor Pearson. Victor, my old friend, let him in, let him in. How did he do that? How did he get so old? Jack, what's happened to you? Yes, Victor. I'm blind and disfigured, I know. It happened a few years ago. An experiment I had been working on blew up in my face. But at least I have Adrian. Yeah, at least I have a hot young wife. My God. How did that happen? How did he swing that one? The shock was unnerving, but I managed to hide it. I now turn to the beautiful girl next to Jack. The girl that was his wife. She's been everything to me, Victor. I would have died long ago if it weren't for her devotion and her love. Jack has told me so much about you, Victor, and I've read your research in the supernatural. Welcome to Wingate Manor. And of course, this is my brother George and his wife Patrice. Look at that. Dude, he is all messed up. What happened? He saw a ghost and the ghost made him go white? You haven't changed a bit, George. Nor have you. Because that's what the old legends say. The old legends, which I will not speak here for they are cursed, but the old legends say that if you are to ever see a spirit, the shock of such a thing would turn your hair white and age you 40 years. So, I think that's what happened. Then at dinner that night, it's not fair. We're twins, but you inherit the estate. You're a master of the house, you blind cripple. I've given you everything, George. What more do you want? Bah! I don't know why Patrice and I stay in this house. I'm sorry for my brother's rudeness, Victor. These tantrums aren't new. I've offered to give them all the money he wants, but he never leaves me or the house. He's upset, that's all. That's interesting. Why does he stay? Take the money and go. Why would you want to live in an old... Maybe they're the ghosts. Maybe that's why they won't leave. I went to bed that night feeling sick. Jack's life had become a constant hell. Next morning, before I left, Adrian spoke to me. I'm afraid for Jack, Victor. George is unbearable. The house is half his, of course. But I do hope you'll come again. Jack is so fond of you. And I of him, Adrian. Thank you for your hospitality. I will see you soon. And then what happened? How soon, I never realized. For 5 short weeks later, while in my own study, I received a telegram from Adrian Wingate. Great Scott, I'll pack at once. What? Urgent, you come at once. Jack dead. He saw 2 spirits and aged 80 years. Jack is dead. 2 days later, I was at Wingate Manor. How did it happen, Adrian? I still can't believe Jack is dead. Oh, it was George who found him. He said Jack tripped accidentally on the stone balustrade, what is that, of the north wing, and fell. Oh, what shall I do? I'll stay here as long as you need me, Adrian. That's the least I can do for Jack. Then there are certain things I want to investigate. Something is wrong here. Terribly wrong. George and Patrice welcomed me, but I sensed that they were guilty as sin. Somehow this feeling grew on me more and more, and I was not wrong that night as I learned later George and Patrice planned drastic action. You know, this is turning into like a murder mystery. Where's the spirit? Where's the supernatural element? Yeah, it's building up to it. Okay, we'll wait. Well, what shall we do with the meddler, you fool? I told you to get rid of Adrian before any of her friends arrived. Now she'll inherit the estate. Never mind, it's not a murder mystery. It's a murder explicitly saying, look, leave it to me. This dagger will finish our task. Her room is down at the end of the hall. Keep very quiet now. Jesus Christ, they're horrible. Ha-ha, she'll die like her husband, swift, just like that. Shush, be still. Do you want to wake both of them up? We're almost there. What was that? I heard a noise. Only the thunder and lightning. Look, something is rising from the floorboards. What is it? You're crazy. It's only your imagination, I tell you. It's just some smoke. No, there's something in those shadows alive waiting for us, E. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. I take it back. That ghost is... That is a groping ass ghost right there. You cannot escape. No one can escape from vengeance from beyond. Oh, horrible. Oh, the nightmares. Let me out of here. Closer, closer, I reach for your throat. The guilty cannot escape the dead. Ha ha ha. I.e. help, help. Oh, Jesus, look at her. She's aged like 100 years. Farewell, George Wingate. Your torment has not yet ended. Ha ha ha. Jesus Christ. George. Oh, it's Patrice. She is dead. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. It's horrible. It's terrible. I can't stand it. What is it, George? Who did it? I can't escape, it said. Ha ha ha. The next few hours and all that following day was an endless maze of questioning, cross-examination, and confusion as the police took charge in the affair. George sat there as if stunned. A ghost, did you say? Harumph! Well, there's not a mark on her body except for all the blood. You must believe me, you must! I believe you. Well, I fucking saw it, so I believe you. The police could do nothing. Patrice Wingate had apparently died of a freakish heart attack 2 nights later. We sat, facing each other at dinner, still tense, still troubled from those weird events. First Jack, and now Patrice. Uncanny, yet it has a pattern. If I only knew what it was. Hum! Stop it! Stop it! Why do you keep talking about it? Can't you leave me alone? He's on the verge of a breakdown. Listen! Then suddenly, a ha-ha. There's a ha-ha. Suddenly the lights went out, and then we saw it. We saw the gripping ghost. Oh God, he's gonna grip something. Ha-ha-ha, I have come for the guilty one. Yaha! Hide. Run. But you cannot escape me. No mortal can escape his doom. Adrian, come here to me quickly. Victor. What does he want? Oh, he wants the chick. He likes to grope the chicks, I noticed. Let me hold you in my arms. Let me touch your face, then I shall know. Yes. Haha. It'll kill me too. What? Why, there's nothing here. The lights have come back on. Adrian. Adrian, are you all right? Oh, Victor, I'm still alive. That terrible dead smell, those furry arms, and those eyes. I seem to be in another world, a cold world where wind howled in nothingness. But you haven't been harmed. Minutes later, I saw Adrian safely upstairs. Thank you, my dear Victor. I don't know what I would have done without you. Then the pattern is becoming clear. What do you mean? Oh, I didn't mean to do it. I can't escape. I can't escape, sob. What do you mean? Very clear. Jack Wingate was murdered. But what is the mystery of this ghostly quest? What? Okay, I'm getting confused. Are you guys following? Are you guys following? Because I'm a little bit, you know. I was soon to learn the answer. As the hours sped by, I tossed and turned in my sleep. In the back of my mind, however, I was aware that the clock had struck 3. And then I sensed it near me. The wind was shrieking in dismal fury. But now there came another wail, a wail of the damned. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, he gropes the boys too. Jeez, look at that. Another mortal for my arms. That hand. It's like ice. I've got to get free. Oh, I can't breathe. Whirlpool. Going deeper. Deeper. Oh, Jesus, he's going deeper? Oh, no, don't let him go deeper. Come on, keep your chastity, man. Then, merciful blackness. But slowly the darkness passed. The ghost had not killed me. Just then. Adrian. She's alone in her room with the ghost. Something is about to kill her. But it's not him. Oh, it's it's George. Stay away from me, Victor, or I'll kill you as I killed Jack, as I'm going to kill Adrian. George, you've gone insane. Yeah, he looks insane. Look at him. He needs give him an aspirin. Go have a smoke and a poop, dude. Calm down. You thought my brother's death was an accident, didn't you? I pushed him. The house, the estate. No, we all knew. We all knew from the beginning. They're rightfully mine. He had no right to do, you hear? Jack was strange. I hated him. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, we all knew. In fact, you announced it loudly during dinner. Do you remember? Give me that knife. Never. She belongs with her husband. She belongs in a rotted grave. Ha ha ha. She was married to that old blind cripple. He was rich. I don't know. He had money. I don't know. All right. We struggled furiously, but I was no match for a madman possessed with insane strength. I was knocked to the floor, senseless. Only Adrian's screams aroused me. It didn't just arouse you. Apparently, it aroused the ghost, too. Help, Victor. Don't scream, pretty Adrian. This won't hurt. Just one quick slash. Just one little snip. At last, George Wingate, at last, come into my everlasting embrace. Don't you know who I am? Yeah, it's the fucking guy. I forgot what his name is. Jack? Jack, you're dead. I saw you with your head bashed in. Come to me, my dear brother. Come to me, to my resting place. I shall share it with you as I have shared everything else. Ooh, look at the fire. Am I to believe that he dragged the poor boy down to hell? A horrible fate, even for one such as him. Must get her out of here, no time to lose. Forever and ever and ever, to be groped forever. And ever and ever. It's all over, darling, it's all over. There, silence in the club room, as Victor finishes his story. I took Adrian away from Wingate Mansion and married her a year later. Oh my God, you did? Well, you know, trauma bonds people, but she's a looker. She's a looker. She'll make a great wife and a great mom. She ain't got no kids, right? Jesus Christ. He set it up all so that he could marry her. But what of the ghost, man? Why did it go through all that trouble to seize you? And how did you know the ghost was Jack? The creature made sure of everyone in the mansion before killing those it sought. Therefore, it had to be the specter of Jack. For like him in life, it was blind. Oh, I should have known. It was blind. The twins, never united in life, were finally joined forever in death. The end. I should have picked up on that the ghost was very obviously blind. Well, any idiot would know. Oh, who's the ghost? I don't know. Probably the guy that died yesterday, whatever, you know. It's all right. 6 out of 10. Moving right along. Oh, what the hell is this? What is this? Is the safari ready to start? Supplies are all set, Spud. Where are we headed? Pud won't tell. I think we're on the right track. Boy, I sure hope so. I'm getting tired. But we haven't found anything yet. Don't give up. We have to discover something first. Being an explorer is what? Yeah, motherfucker, it's work. Oh, I wish I had stayed home. Me too. Wow, look at a no place to buy double bubble. What the? Come on. Oh, it's a fucking ad. Hey, this is worth discovering. I'm glad I'm an explorer now. I like the funnies, facts, and fortunes on the wrappers. Double Bubble was the sweet flavor that lasts so long. Fleers is still only a penny. Fleers Double Bubble, available all over the world. Frank H. Fleer Corporation, Philadelphia. The Mystery of Moo? Well, I don't fucking... Yeah, no, I could go without bubblegum, that's fine. The origin of the American Indian is one of the world's great mysteries. Stone tablets found in Mexico and India point to a lost continent, Mu. The tablet described Mu as a tropic of paradise. Is any of this true? I don't know. I'm not like a landographer or nothing, but you know. It's 64 million people lived in 7 large cities of wondrous architecture. That's crazy. 64 million divided by 7 is like a lot. That's like 7-8 million per city. That's like every city being the size of Los Angeles. Mu sank beneath the ocean, and the survivors escaped to North America to become the Indians, or so the legend goes. I don't know. No comment. Somebody can comment and let me know if that's true. Tell me I put the next story. Okay, here we go. Beware Terror Tales, The House of Death. Ooh, this one's a bit blurry. This was not a good image. That's fine. We'll make do, as we always have to make do, because as is the nature of reading comic books from over, 80 years ago now? Yeah, this is what we have to do. Did you ever wish you could walk in and take over an ivy-covered cottage, or a mansion, or even a stately castle? Calvis Crab did just that, and found it already had a landlord. But let me start at the beginning. It was back in the year 1800. The shrouds of early dusk lay over the cold and clammy walls of the ancient castle that stood on the meadows of Shropsvale. Through the cracked courtyard, an old woman made her cackling way, checking the massive gates as night approached. That's not a woman, that's a witch. You ain't gonna fool me, that's a witch. Scat, scat. That's a witch with very interesting tastes. Someday I'll get rid of these confounded crows. I've told him I would. The old crone was not without an audience. At the village of Shropsvale, nearby at a window where a sign slowly moved in the evening wind, a flabby-faced man lowered a seaman's spyglass. Calvius Crab's real estate. Okay, what are you selling real estate? There she is again. That whole castle to herself, and she clings to it. No heirs, not even a deed showing a past owner on the record. Just that whole castle for the old crone. It's a crime! A crime! Rumor has it she... That's funny. Oh my god. I'm not even gonna make the real estate joke about... It's fine. And I'm moving on. I'm not going to insult anybody. Rumor has it she does have a mysterious caller at night sometimes, but even no one's ever really seen him. They just say he shows up when there's a funeral in town. Bah! Poppycock! I've called on her, but she wouldn't even talk of selling. I could make a fine bundle if I had that property. And the castle, yes! I will have it! Is he planning a murder? They're always planning a murder. And always in these comic books, they always plan a murder. Calvus Crab sank heavily in a chair, his pig eyes gleaming, his thoughts deep in the hidden dark depths where no man's mind should go. If she were dead, I could easily pick up the place. Easily, yes. If she were dead, it would be mine. Murder plot. Always a murder plot. And his thoughts took fertile root. Night had already cloaked the countryside. When the ponderous figure made its way down the path from town, it was a moonless night, a black and silent night. Soon, he was pounding his heavy walking stick upon the wood, the thick wood of the upraised drawbridge, of the castle moat. Finally, he heard the anguished creaking of unused winches as the drawbridge slowly began to lower. Humph! The old iron-spiked emergency gate is still there, yes. I could get a fancy price for this place, all right. It's me, Calvus Crab. I want to talk with you. Can't we go inside? The night is turned cold. Yeah, it's you. All right, follow me. I can't do a witch. I can't do a witch's voice. I feel like I need a... water. I should have got water before I did this. Everything was going as he had planned. Inside the castle, decay hung like a shroud in the very air. The old crone's eyes mixed themselves on Calvus Crab, and he took a firmer grip on his walking stick. Welcome, come. I've no time to waste. It seems to me that time is all you have, old woman. I've come to ask you to sell again. I'll pay you well. What do you want with this huge place? I told you I'd never sell. I'm just a housekeeper here. Now get out, you fool. Oh, she's just a housekeeper? Oh, it's owned by ghosts or some shit. Obviously. You lie. I'm not leaving this time. But you are. Oh, got her with a stick. Got her with the walking stick. Gave her the old wham. Calvus Crab's hand shot out and fastened itself upon the old crone's wrist. Her skin was a cold wetness that sent a shiver through his frame. He forced himself not to let go. What are you doing? Let go, you fool, let go! No, I'm going to get rid of you. Nobody will miss you. Ah! Killing an old woman, that's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. Yep, she's dead. The castle will be mine. I thought for a second, I'm like, well, he clubbed her head. There's a chance. No, she's dead. She didn't survive. Suddenly, Calvus Crab heard a wail. A twisting, tortured wail from another world that wrapped itself about the castle and shook the very walls. He felt his throat go dry in sudden terror. No, what is that? Then, As suddenly as it had come, the wail ended. All was still. The heavy, all-consuming stillness of a tomb. You're done for, Krabby. You get the fuck out of there. I must have been hearing things. These old castles, the wind can play tricks on me. I'll take her upstairs to the high wall and throw her into the moat. Where do you think she's just gonna stay in the moat? Where do you think she's gonna go? Wait, she's not. She's just gonna bloat and then float and then you're gonna sell the house with a dead chick in the. Anyway, it may be a week before she's found. It'll look as if she fell from the wall. Man, that's a bad idea. Calvis crabbed near the side of the flight of great stone stairs when he heard the sharp crack of splitting masonry. It grew into an instant roar, and he had but seconds to throw his fat form to one side. As Arg... Oh god, it's so... I can barely see it. Can you guys make out what's happening in this blue panel right here? I can't even see it. Somebody pushed him? It just collapsed as if it wanted to crush me. Oh my god, is that a piece of armor? It is. Now beads of perspiration mirrored in the man's fear. His eyes fell upon an old armored piece standing in a corner as he watched, transfixed with horror as... No, it can't be. That old piece of armor, it's moving. It's going to throw its lance. Aye! This castle, it's trying to kill me. A voice answered, and Calvis Crab nearly fell as he wheeled his fat frame around to see a figure from another world. A figure to bring all the senses of mortal man to a halt. Calvis Crab could but quake in fear as he looked into the eyes of death. You are right. What? Is that... That looks like the old lady. That looks like the geriatric female. What? You are right. The old castle wants you. You see, my friend, you are in the house. The house of death. Title drop. Nice. What? But I'm fat. I can't die. Even death must have a house to stop at when he goes visiting. And what could be more fitting than a castle? The old woman was my housekeeper. And now you have killed her. I don't want to find another one. I am very annoyed at you. You must pay, Calvis Crab. You must pay her salary. I'm dreaming. I'll get rid of you. The lantern shattered against the wall, and instantly the musty drapes leaped into flames. Within seconds, the room was alive with fire. Only the grim figure of death stood untouched, unmoving. Calvis Crab turned to flee in incoherent terror. I've got to escape the drawbridge. Escape! Reaching the drawbridge, the man's ponderous form stumbled and he fell, heavily gasping for breath. It was then he heard the rolling clink of heavy chains being released. Oh, as he looked up, the stark fear paralyzed his every muscle. The spiked gate! I knew it. I knew there was a reason why they would mention the spiked gate at the beginning. Oh my god. Oof, look at that. But the great spiked gate dropped with an avenging force, and over the roar of the fire, at last tortured scream shook the night. The castle burned till dawn, and Calvis Crab was but a still warm cinder to be blown away by the wind of morning. And I can't blame death for being angry, can you? Good household help is so hard to get nowadays. See? I knew it. It's hard to find a good housekeeper, dude. Especially for a place that big, forget it. That woman, that witch, that old witch was getting 6 figures. Guaranteed 6 figures. That's like, you need like a boomer income to pay that. Oh my god, I'm becoming a boomer at this point. Look, if you guys haven't seen, if you guys come in halfway, I'm bald. I'm amongst you. I am, what do you call him? I am geriatric. I don't know why I'm making fun of her for being geriatric. I am geriatric. Beware terror tales. Okay. Search into the unknown. Wait, that was it for the other one? Yeah. Yeah, obviously that was it. He's not coming back. So yeah, that's it. He's freaking ass. That's, if you guys ever get any lesson from reading these horror comics, it's stay home. That's the lesson. Stay home. Don't go out and do something stupid. As a man who did a great many stupid things in my youth, don't do things that are stupid. He who would probe the mysteries of the East should be prepared to accept the macabre consequences. The black magic and sorcery of the fakirs have been handed down from generation to generation, for centuries as closely guarded family secrets. It is a small wonder, then, that the intrusion of an inquisitive foreigner brings about a violent reaction. The lengths to which the natives would go to keep their secrets are unmatched in horror and sheer terror, as Alan Clark found in his search into the unknown. Oh, what? What the... Oh my god, I should not have scrolled down. That's some Lovecraftian cosmic horror shit. How did this happen? I must know. I don't want to know. 3 years after the end of the war, Alan Clark returned to India to look for his wartime buddy Ted Summers, who had remained in India to write a series of articles on the Indian fakirs. But here, listen in an Alan Clark explains his mission to a fellow passenger, Dr. Carlin, the noted anthropologist. I had kept up with correspondence with Ted until about 6 months ago. From his letters, I gathered that he was on the brink of a great discovery about the mysteries of the East. Then suddenly all mail ceased. At first, I thought Ted had been too busy to write, but after several of my letters were returned marked moved, no forwarding address, I began to get worried. You probably have good reason to be. Ted saved my life during the war, and I figured the least I could do is come out here and find out what happened to him. I wish you luck, but I want to warn you that the mysteries of the East are hard to fathom. I have studied these people for years, and the city we are now approaching is still an enigma to me. With the confidence of youth, Alan Clark started on his quest with high hopes. His first stop was the United States Embassy. When we received your letter, Mr. Clark, we searched everywhere, but we could not find no trace of Ted Summers. It's because he's a snake man, so, you know. Next, we tried the local police, but the results were equally poor. No, we have not been able to find anyone who fits your friend's description, perhaps with a little more time, say, a few weeks. But Ted, he may be in danger right now. I'm going to go find him myself, in a country I don't understand the culture of. Yeah. Something bad's gonna happen. Alan lost no time in getting to the Hotel Bhopal, Ted's last known address. No, Sahib. No one ever called for Mr. Summers' things. We have them in a box in the cellar. If you wish, you may see them. Good, they may give me some clue to follow. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Wait, these papers. They look like a treatise on something. Why, this is a study exposing the ancient practices of the fakirs as nothing but tricks and legerdemain? As nothing but tricks and legerdemain. There's not often I come across a word that I don't know, but that's definitely one of them. Legerdemain? Hocus pocus, I suppose? I don't know. I'm sure somebody in the comment section knows. And then the reason for Ted Summers' disappearance became clear to Alan's coldly clear, to the point of an icy feeling down his spine, as he realized what must have happened to Ted. They must have killed him. The fakirs must have killed him to stop his expose of their magic. But I'll find out who did it, and I'll revenge Ted's death. Alan lost no time with a photograph of Ted in his hand. He stalked the winding alleyways of the ancient city, questioning all beggars and mendicants he saw. Speak, old man, tell me, have you ever seen this man? No, Sahib. By the word of Allah, I have never seen him. But as Alan turned to continue his search, the face in the picture, how will I remember it? This bodes evil. I will hurry to warn our leader. What is an Indian fakir? What is that? I don't even know. Soon in a hovel of the poorest section of the city. Akola, hear me. There is trouble. A foreigner is in the city looking for the Sahib who disappeared. He is asking many questions. Summon all the fakirs to a meeting tonight and see that the stranger is there. We will find out what he wants. That night, Alan Clark slept soundly after a day of fruitless searching, but in the early hours of the morning, he was suddenly awakened by a grip of steel on his shoulder. He's being kidnapped. Hey, what is this? Come, Sahib, you'll follow us. You can't do this to me. I'll shout for help. You will make no noise, Sahib. Terrified yet curious, Alan Clark gave up the struggle. He figured that maybe something like this had happened to Ted, so he might as well follow through. That is a horrible plan. And it was not long before he found himself before Akola, the snake charmer. My followers tell me you have been asking questions of them all over the city. We are all assembled here now. Speak, Sahib. What is it you wish to know? I have already guessed what I came to find out. You killed him, all of you. You killed Ted Summers because he was about to expose your sorcery as a fake to the world. Pack Pandit back to your basket. Leave the Sahib to us. We will let him decide whether our miracles are but tricks. Oh god, this is going to be hard to read. The cold, cruel eyes of the snake charmer sparkled as she gave the command that was to put Alan Clark through an experience never to be witnessed by an outsider. Put the unbeliever through our sacred secrets and show him no mercy. We will let him have the bed of nails first. You're just trying to scare me. There's a trick to it, I'm sure. Yeah, it doesn't hurt, right? Because it's a bed of nails, though. If there is a trick, Sahib, you'd better find it now. Nope, he's in miserable pain. That sucked. But the bed of spikes was only the beginning. Surely the Sahib will want to see more fake tricks. Yes, with the help of Allah, maybe we will find the trick to the next one. Oh, walking on stones. They're making him walk on stones. Why? Why did you go to India? You went to India to find your friend. All right, I know. It's a little humorous. No, you can't mean to put me over the burning coals. We will remove the shoes, Sahib, so that you'll enjoy this trick even more. No, please, help, mercy. But isn't it just like, you just build resistance, right? And then you can walk on the coals? I don't know. But Alan's piteous pleas fall on deaf ears as he is thrust forward over the glowing coals. Come, Sahib, you have not yet seen all the fake tricks. Yes, there is still the sword to swallow. Since Sahib is a beginner, we will start with a small sword, thank you. It's fine. He has fainted. Come, we shall bring him back to Akola. She will know what to do with him. Oh my god. They're putting him through misery, is what they are. Alan Clark, did you not know how long he had remained unconscious? When he first opened his eyes, he thought he was in the hereafter, but as the hotel room slowly came into focus, he realized he was still alive. What? I'm still alive. Maybe it was all a dream. It's not a dream, you idiot. You're in India still. But the note on the table, alongside the bed, dispelled this thought. What is this, some kind of note? What the gods have willed shall be. Do not meddle with things that are beyond you. I'm more sure than ever now. Those people killed Ted, and to scare me off, they nearly killed me too. I'm going to find that snake charmer and turn her over to the police. What does that mean? What the gods have willed shall be. Do not meddle with things that are beyond you. And his inclination is to continue to meddle. So, what happens beyond this point? I can't. Nobody can stop. As soon as his wounds healed, Alan Clark resumed his prowling of the winding, dirty alley of the city, searching for the sorceress he now held responsible for Ted Summers' death. She's in this city somewhere, and I won't give up until I find her. Then one day in the native quarter, the snake charmer, there she is. I'm going to tell her what I'm going to do. Her henchmen can't harm me here, not in the streets. Alms for the love of Allah. Alms? Hymnals? Like songs? Ah, the Sahib returns. I trust he found the punishment just, and perhaps he has learned not to insult the secrets of my ancestors. That's a bit much. You could have just said something. You didn't have to torture him. In fact, I'm pretty sure torture is illegal even in India. Aren't there I don't know, laws? There's laws in India. I don't know. You murderers, I'm going to... take the snake away. No, Pandit will not harm you. Of that I am sure. Is Ted Pandit? Is that... I just wanted to tell you that I still think your miracles are some kind of tricks and that Ted Summers found out about these tricks and you killed him for it. And I'm going to the police to tell them about it. Wait. It is true that your friend, he discovered our secrets, and we had to get him out of the way, but we did not kill him. Then where is he? Tell me. He is returned tomorrow, and I will let you see where your friend has gone. Suspicious, but still anxious to find his friend, Alan agreed. Summon Singali. We need him tomorrow, for the Sahib is going to go the way of his friend. They're going to turn him into a snake. That night at the hotel, Alan felt that his long search was coming to an end. Tomorrow he would find Ted, and the rest would be easy. Having some good news for the first time, he wrote home to his brother, Frank, to explain that his journey would soon be over. There, at least I won't have Frank worrying about me, what's become of me. I guess I'll get some sleep for now. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. Oh, snake! I'll kill it before it kills me! But Alan remains transfixed as the snake weaved back and forth in front of him. I must be going crazy. I get that feeling like the snake is trying to tell me something. The eyes are almost human. I cannot shoot it. It's his friend. They turned him into a fucking snake, dude. That's fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. The next day, Alan kept his appointment with Akola, the snake charmer. He did not tell her of his experience with her snake, for he wanted nothing to stand in the way of his finally getting the information he was seeking. The Sahib is here in time. Singali, make the rope rise. Lo, the rope is rising. Climb to the top, Sahib, and find your friend Ted Summers? What? This is probably another one of your tricks, but I'll humor you, just so I can find Ted. I'm almost to the top. What happens now? Reach the top and you will see. Poof! And as Alan reached the top of the rope, there was a momentary blinding flash, and then Alan Clark found himself careening through the weird outlandish space. What? What has happened? This has got to end. This has got to be somewhere. This is just space, open nothingness. What the fuck? Look at that. It turned into some Lovecraftian horror shit. Alan's plea is finally answered, for after what seemed like an eternity, he's landed. Where am I? What place is this? I've got to get out of here. There's no exit. This is either a fiendish nightmare or I'm going mad. Haha, you're just like the other American we had here a while ago. He screamed just like you did. And who are you? Ted was here. What happened to him? Where is he? He went back to Earth. The only way out of here, he agreed to take some other shape to get back. He was reincarnated. I'll do it too. Send me back the same way you sent Ted back. I'll find him at last. All right. You just sit still. And suddenly a whoosh of flame, a puff of smoke, accompanied by the weird incantations heard and a dry cackling remark, and then back on Earth. There they are, united at last. Do they even recognize each other? What do you think? Now that Alan is missing too, will his brother Frank come looking for him? It looks as if there will be an increase in the number of snakes in the mysterious East. I know, for I am the mummy, and I can see beyond the pale. Oh, man. Hold on, go back. Oof, look at that panel right there in the middle. That is some horrific Lovecraftian... That's a landscape of horror. And it almost makes it worse that it's like a vaguely just grayish blue. There's no color there. That just makes it, yeah, really outlandish. So anyway, that's Nightmare Fuel. This is going to be a pretty long episode. I'm sorry, by the way, that I haven't been making episodes. I don't know why I'm not. They just don't pay enough. By the way, I opened up a Patreon. If you guys can go and donate to my Patreon, I would really appreciate it. Because, yeah, I don't know. It's just I work a lot. I work a lot to pay all my bills and the fucking mortgage and everything. So I work a lot and I don't usually have time for this. This is just like when I have nothing. But it's like, it's Halloween and, you know, I can't let an entire Halloween go past without reading some spooky comics for you guys. That would just be wrong of me. So I'm going to do this, and I have a bunch more that I'm going to read. But if you would donate to my Patreon. The more money I can make out of this, you know, the better it would be. And I don't want to do channel memberships because YouTube takes like a ridiculous amount of money. They steal most of it. Like my ad revenue, they steal most of it. It's gone. They just take it. You know, it's pretty bad. Like I'll make like they'll only leave me like $20-$30 a month. And it's really hard to justify all the hours I spend doing this for you guys if there's no money to it. So if you guys could donate to the Patreon, I really appreciate it. It would really help me. Like if I could make genuine money, not even a lot, maybe like a couple $100, then I could justify making like a bunch of videos, like tons of them. That would be great. But anyway, that's it for this comic book. If you liked reading this comic with me and you want to read more, like this video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.